Yeah, good afternoon, or sorry, good morning. This is Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 3rd of April 2021. This is just my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my book. So we'll just have a look at each pair on the daily time frame. Big welcome to all the new members. Join the Facebook group, Telegram channels, or even subscribe to the YouTube channel. I know they're not the best videos on the planet, far from a Hollywood production, but just to give you the idea of what we're doing with the trading. Nothing flash, no editing, etc. If you do like the videos, just please hit the like button or subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, like I always say with my videos, if you don't understand me or I talk too quick, then just pause the video, take screenshots, or slow the video down. I appreciate that English is not everyone's first language, or you don't understand my Australian accent. So this Word document here just explains all the things on the charts, all the different colors, all the different lines, etc. A bit of description on the indicators themselves if you're not familiar with the method. You can read this, take a screenshot, read this. I'll put it up at the end, but generally I explain everything as I go along. There is a lot happening on some of the charts. Don't be overwhelmed by them all because I do a lot of hedging on some of my pairs that you'll see. So if you're not into the hedging, it is a high risk strategy. If you're not into it, don't do it. Just concentrate on what's happening on the right edge of the chart or my latest trades. So we'll go through them all. First up, we'll have a look what's happening in the news for the week ahead. So this is Forex Factory, it's economic calendar. It's free, you can set it up to suit your own time. So this is all my local time. We start with Monday, April the 5th, and it's the Easter weekend, Easter Monday in a lot of countries. So it's public holiday, New Zealand, Australia, Switzerland, France, Germany, Italy, so UK. A lot of countries, a lot of the major financial centres all on holiday on Monday. So expect a very quiet sort of day on the markets Monday. There's really not much news. Tuesday, we got Australian interest rate news, which can be a mover on the Aussie pairs. And I'm only mainly looking at the red ones there, that they're the high impact. Orange is medium impact. If you want to know more about it, we do is come over here and click on the little envelope looking thing that opens up and tells you what they are. Thursday was nothing. Wednesday, Thursday, USD stuff, Fed Chair Powell speaks, and the FOMC meeting minutes. Possible market movers there. And on Friday, because the Canadians didn't do their employment numbers on Good Friday, they saved it for another week. So that's the Canadian unemployment or employment numbers. Depends which way you look at it. Same. So it's a pretty quiet week in the news. Just watch out for the Aussie and the Canadian employment numbers and probably a bit around the USD. So let's have a look at the charts. Just got to find them. Where are they? There they are. All right, this is TradingView. I do all my analysis on TradingView these days. It's just simple. This is my watch list on the right. It's alphabetical order. These are all the pairs I'm trading. If they're highlighted in blue, means I've got open trades. No highlight, no trades. If they're highlighted in this pink color, as the two New Zealand pairs are here, I'm looking at doing something on Monday open. So let's have a look where we're at. Like I said, there's a lot of trades on. My sells are designated by the red vertical lines with the red horizontal line. So for example, this last trade here was a buy, sequence 3, S3, sequence 3, S2, sequence 2, sequence 1, back here somewhere. So my last trade was a buy. So you can see that's the buy signal here, and price is just below it. There's no stop and place there. You can read my notes. Like I say, just pause the video, read all my notes. I normally put a reason why. You know, it's a hidden bullish divergence trade, high risk trade though, as price didn't come back to the MAs. So generally, you know what I say, I like it's the 50, the 100, and the 240 MAs. I like price to come back to them. There's a previous high here. I'm still in the sell from here. That's sequence 2. That's that sell there. There's a high risk trade also. My stop loss is just above the highs here. So I was thinking I took this buy here just to hedge against that sell. All these old trades here, like I said, they're back in the day, I was hedging every sequence, and nowadays only hedge when there is hidden divergence. So this is sequence 1 commenced here. That's all the notes here. That is hedged at the moment. So it's a lot of trades, so don't worry about that too much if you're not into the hedging side of things or you've just started following me. Just concentrate what I'm doing on the right side of the chart. The last trade was this buy, and there's my notes relating to that, sequence 3, S3. You can see the trend lines. I draw these trend lines in as we go along until they're confirmed. If they're not confirmed, I just keep on adjusting them every day. It's a bit of preparation, and if they're no longer valid, I just remove them. So it's just, you can see what's coming, keep your notes on the charts, etc. So you'll see this is, I've got the, normally in somewhere on the chart I'll have the pair name and the profit to date. Profit to date is on the pair since I've started trading this pair, and it's generally based on a 0.02 lot size, which is 20 cents a pip. So $700, divide that by 20 cents will give you how many pips I've made on this pair roughly. Overall break even, not applicable as hedge. So sequence 1's hedged, sequence 2 is a buy, and sequence 3 is a sell. So those two cancel each other out, and sequence 1's hedged, so overall hedged. So going nowhere at the moment, just waiting to see how this buy and sell pans out in here. I know it looks confusing, a lot of happening on the charts, but don't worry about it too much. Now, this is the Aussie Yen. Trading view is a bit slow on updating the indicators and the objects, etc. But last trade was this buy in here. You can see there's a buy signal. MACD platinum's below the 0 level. Green dot on the QMP filter. Hidden bullish divergence, hence no stop in place as yet. Needs to take out this previous high. So you can see this previous high here. Really needs to push through that to convince me that this thing's continuing up. You can see it's an uptrend. Pullbacks, pullback. This high here didn't really break that high much. See how this high here was broken well and truly. This one didn't. So to me, it says it's possibly going to hit here and possibly turn down. That's the Aussie Yen. Again, profit to date, not a great deal, but it's a slow moving pair. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Aussie New Zealand. Nothing happening at the moment. Sorry about the trading views, just taking forever to. I might pause the video. Yeah, it's going to be a pain, this trading view. My last trade was this buy in here, and it's now been stopped out. So I've got no trades on at the moment, and there goes. There we go, trading view. I don't know what's going on with it. So we've got this. I've drawn this trend. I've already drawn this trend line across these highs here. Nice little double top for that sell, and just continued along. And now prices come back to it, and it looks like it's pushing through. So sometimes resistance becomes support, but you know, it's just a line on the chart really. Price goes where it pleases. So at the moment, the last trade with signal was a sell. I didn't take it. There was no supporting divergence. It was the trend starting to head up, so it would have been a high risk trade. If you're going to take it, just take it with a smaller position size or something and put your stop above the highs here. So I declined to take it. Just didn't fit my criteria. Aussie USD, again, here we go. Got a lot happening. I've got an old sequence starting way back here. It's only the one sequence. As you can see, break even, not applicable as hedged at the moment. I had a buy in here on the 18th of March, took a buy on this pair, on this signal here. It lost me $50, not the end of the world. Made 1,900 on this pair to date, so it's all right. A lot of trades all jammed in here. So now we're looking for a new buy, not happening yet. Got the support level in here. These green dotted lines or dashed lines are just big numbers. So in this case, it'll be the 70 cent level, 75 cent, 80 cent level. They're pretty relevant on the Aussie. As you can see, look, price has got up there, price bounces off them, etc. So they're relevant on the Aussie. Big round numbers. So I'm just waiting at the moment for a possible buy signal to go back to the buy side on this. I may look at taking a sell out of play, taking a small loss, but it doesn't matter because I've got some good profit to play with. CAD Swiss. Good news, team. The good news is I'm out of those 5 trades from way back here. Price has gone up nicely. I got to a stage where I could take my profit, got some good profit. So I'm no longer going to talk about those 5 trades that I left hanging. They're done, they're dealt with. I did take a loss on my sell trade, but the profit from those old buy trades covered it, which is not good if you didn't have those buy trades on. So I've taken a sell here. These grey lines should show where I took my previous sells. Took a sell here. It was a loser, $42. Took another sell here. it was a loser. They're high risk trades going against the trend, but I'm looking for extreme moves. Again, I'm drawing these trend lines in place. Look, price is still going up. Look at the MACD heading down. Now, if I was to get a sell signal, I would take it because price is getting just way too far away from the 50 EMA. It's getting extreme. There's been this big move up. You know, trading basically says big moves like that, there's got to be some sort of pullback, you know, to about the 50 or 38 sort of level, fib level. And look at this just gone down, that's gone up. Big divergence, drawing this trend line across the lows here, and that's a pretty steep angle. So it's not sustainable, and as you see, we've got a couple of bearish candles up there. Now, whether we get a sell signal anytime soon, who knows, but I'm going to look at taking it. I've already taken two, I'm going to take a third one. I'll eventually get it right. But yeah, good to see the back of those 5 buy trades. That is a win-win. CAD Yen, nothing happening at the moment, and still trading views dragging the chain by looks, setting up possible. There we go. Took a sell here. It was a loss. Again, going high risk, extreme trading, very similar to CAD Swiss, and again, very similar, very highly correlated there. It's gone down, MACD Platinum. Price is still going up. So we're starting to draw divergence in there. So yeah, again, I could probably change that green line into a blue line, make it a trend line. And if we get a break to the downside, I'll be looking to take another sell. As you can see, I've had a loss of $37 and $6 on those previous sells. Euro Aussie, similar to Aussie USD. Once TradingView catches up with me, I'm getting this is going to really annoy the crap out of me. All right, so we've got sequence 1, which is normally if the Aussie USD is going one way, the Euro USD goes the other way. They're inversely correlated. I say this all the time. So I've got sequence 1, which is back to the left somewhere, old sequence. It's hedged, so no worries there. Sequence 2, if you're more interested in what's happening on the right edge of the chart, this is my last trade here. It was a sell. Nil stoppers yet, hidden bearish divergence. You can see higher highs on the MACD Platinum, which is this one, and lower highs on price. So price is heading down, MACD Platinum is heading up, hidden bearish divergence. Took the sell, popped up against me on Thursday. Friday was a nothing day because of Good Friday, sort of just meandered around, so just above my entry level. Some good profit on this pair. Overall break even is, I got non-applicable because it's a negative number, so I'm not going to write in there. Don't worry about the overall break even because this sequence 1's hedged. I'll be looking to release sequence 1 at some stage, depending on what signal comes next. All right, that's Euro CAD, no trades on. You can see my good profit there. Again, starting to draw these trend lines in. A grey line here is a warning line. It means there's a green dot on the MACD Platinum below the 0 level. Remember, with the MACD Platinum, looking to sell when it's above the 0 level, which is this grey dotted line. I'm looking to buy when it's below. So this is your regular bullish divergence. The trend is down. There's the MAs spreading and stacking to the downside. So price is heading down, as we can see clearly anyway. MAs just confirm that. Price is heading down. MACD is heading up. Divergence. Grey line there. Now, if you took a trade, if there's a buy signal, say on Monday, which is not going to be, could be on Tuesday though, take a buy there, you have your stop below here, it's a high risk trade, go against the trend. Euro pound, no trades on, again, trend lines drawn for potential, this one was divergence, hidden bearish divergence, but the signal was already back here, so there's no, I don't think there's been one yet. No, there hasn't been one yet. Hasn't been a sell signals yet. In the meantime, MACD's heading up, price is heading down, so you've got a conflict there. You've got hidden bearish divergence and regular bullish divergence, so it's a bit messy there. Trend's heading down, like the Euro CAD, trend heading down. Just wait and see where we go from here. No rush at the moment. Profit on that pair overall. Euro Yen, this has got something happening. Right, my last trade was this buy here. You can read the notes there, nil stoppers yet, hidden bullish divergence. So there's your divergence. It's a little bit tricky, this one, to see it here because it doesn't look like an obvious sort of low on the MACD Platinum. But if you look where you got to remember, like generally the green dots are your lows, red dots are your highs on the MACD Platinum, right? So So you go from the highs and the lows. So if you look in here, here's your low on here, and the corresponding low is actually that green dot there. So it's this little low on here. So that's your low. And here's your next low. So we've got lower lows on the MACD Platinum. I know it's a little bit tricky and it's not obvious. It's sometimes a bit harder to spot the old hidden bullish divergence or hidden bearish divergence, but that's got higher lows on price. So that's ideally want to see us break this previous high here. In the meantime, we've gone up nicely on Thursday. Friday, we stalled a little bit, going nowhere at the moment. So we're in a buy there with no stop in place. MACD Platinum still below the zero level. Euro New Zealand. Right, last trade signals is sell here. A couple of confluence. You've got this sort of resistance level, or double top, or triple top, whatever you want to call it in here. And we also had this divergence, lower lows on price, higher lows on the MACD Platinum. So hidden bearish divergence, no stop in place. This was taken earlier in the week, and it's gone down. Eventually, Friday dropped away nicely, starting to head in the right direction. So Euro New Zealand. Euro USD. Nothing happening on this at the moment. I did take a buy in here on this grey line. It was a loss of $28, and now looking for potential another buy. In the meantime, we've still got this divergence. So we've got lower lows on price and not so lower lows on the MACD Platinum. Looks like the MACD, the MAs are starting to roll over, so it looks like this pair is actually, it's had an uptrend all up here. All trends come to an end eventually, and you just market structure, it hasn't broken the previous high, just got up to the sort of same high there, and it's starting to fall away, and you get lower lows, and the MAs are starting to turn. You see the MAs will get nice and tight there. So if you took a buy in here, it is a higher risk trade. You're probably better off now looking for sells for a while, but that's where we're at the moment. No trades on. Pound Aussie. No trades on at the moment. What have we got here? We had this little resistance level was broken through on Thursday and sort of come back on Friday. Nothing happening at the moment, nothing to get excited about. Probably rid of that grey line there. Yeah, it's not much happening at all. It's all very flat. So we'll just wait and see, get rid of it. Yeah. Pound Swiss, nothing happening here either. Let's have a look. It's again, we've got this sort of level here, come up, sort of sitting around this level. It's a previous level to the left there, and now it's shot up. There was a buy signal in here, just you can see the green dot there. I didn't take it. The reason why we're at this previous high, and I prefer, like I said, I prefer price to come back to the MAs or closer to the MAs before taking that buy signal. In hindsight, it's probably a good signal, but I'm not going to take every trade just for the sake of it. It doesn't comply with my rules. I don't like the setup. So this is ground up slowly. Hasn't really taken off. Again, starting to draw my trend lines in for potential regular bearish divergence there. Now, if there was a sell signal, again, it's a high risk trade going against the trend. All right, pound yen. Similar to the pound Swiss. Last signal was this buy signal in here. Again, I didn't take it. Price didn't come back. Hindsight says I probably should have taken it. You can see the divergence there. Now we're setting up for a regular bearish divergence, possibly. Just keep on adjusting these lines, as I say. No trades on at the moment. Good profit on this pair. So, yeah, it just didn't come back close enough for my liking. Who knows? Pound New Zealand. This is one pair. I've got a lot happening. As you can see, I've got a lot, one sequence, two sequence, and they're from a long time ago. Lots of trades happening in here. A few notes about what's happened, where I made mistakes, etc. If you look here, overall at the moment, break even, not applicable is hedged. Profit today, $9,600. So it's good profit on this pair. I've made some good money on it. Now I'm just trying to work my way out. Now the last trade was this buy trade in here. So what happens now? At the moment, the MACD Platinum's above the zero level. We're possibly looking for a sell trade, sell signal next. If we get a sell signal, I can look at, say, closing out the 12th hedge buy and the 9th hedge buy on these, adding that profit to my profit here, then taking another sell signal and doubling up on the sells and trying to bring this down. Price has had a good move up. we're above the MACD is above the zero level. So we keep on looking to add to the profit and just do get a bit creative with trade management in here. Even if I consider, say, closing another buy trade, I don't have to necessarily close the last buy trade. I can close a previous one or something, or take a loss on one or something. There's ways of, because I've got so much profit, I can reduce the number of trades if I want. At the end of the day, if I overall profit in this pair is $500, if I give up $9,000, who cares? It's still profitable, and I can clear a lot of these trades. Pound USD. Now this is a pair. Again, this pair, good profit, $9,000. I've had some dramas. The initial sequence one here was taken on hidden divergence. Then I took a hedge buy and a second sell, and I probably could have got out here, but I missed the opportunity. So now I'm stuck in a sequence I probably shouldn't be, sequence one. So I'm trying to work my way out of that. At the moment, the last signal was this buy on Friday, which is probably not ideal on Good Friday. But sequence two was a buy here based on hidden divergence. So this was one I'm happy to hedge again. So it was a buy followed by a hedge sell followed by a second buy. So you can pause video, read the notes. There's sequence two, buy, nil stop with trend trade and hidden bullish divergence, hedge sell, second buy. Break even for that's that yellow dotted line. So it goes from there. That's a break even for that sequence two only. The solid yellow line is a break even for all the trades. So like I said, good profit there. Hopefully, my concern is there's a big high here. Come down, had another high which didn't break that one. So possibly like the euro, which is correlated pretty well to the pound USD, this could be rolling over. New Zealand CAD, highlighted in pink. There's a reason for that. Monday, there's a green dot on the QMP filter. Now, I'm sort of kicking myself because I didn't take this sell up here. Generally, I take every sort of QMP dot, as long as the MACD platinum's on the right side, with this pair. You can see the QMP dots are pretty accurate on this pair. You don't really miss much. There's obviously a few spots where you could probably get in trouble. But generally, it's pretty good. So on Monday, I'm going to possibly take this buy trade here. It's not ideal. There's no real divergence supporting it. It's against the trend. I think the trend looks like it's rolling over. That's a big move down, so you expect to pull back up, at least up to the MAs or something like that. Again, high risk trade, stop will be below here somewhere, but the MACD platinum's been below the zero level, fair distance now. You can see, generally when it gets that far away, it's starting to look to come up. So yeah, it's a high risk trade, but looking at taking the buy on Monday. That's a New Zealand CAD. Pair it up mind trading. It's a pretty slow mover. New Zealand Yen. Now a little bit tricky this one. Well, it's not really. Took a sell up here on this break of this trend line. You can read the notes there. I was in two sells. I was originally in a sell here, which is I've already closed out in here somewhere. Then I took a second sell because this sell signal remained valid. There was no buy signal. I drew this trend line across the lows, took a second sell in here on that break of that, and there was a double top, sort of nice little second sell there, which paid off nicely. I closed half of that out. And I put a stop in place now on this sell, which has come very close on Friday being stopped out. In the meantime, there's a buy signal down here with, you can see the notes on sequence two, so sequence two there, hidden bullish divergence, price came down, heading up. Overall break even for both trades is this yellow line. So sort of hedging my bets a little bit. So you can see the note there, overall break even for both trades. So because it's a positive number, it's plus 0.01 between the two trades, as long as its price remains above the yellow dotted line, I'm in profit for both trades. More than likely the sell trade will get stopped out, and I'll try and work the buy trade up for more profit. So that's New Zealand Yen in a pretty good position there. This number here, green line, is just a big number, 75-cent level. Probably draw one for the 80-cent level, where prices got close to, but didn't quite get there. New Zealand USD, it's highlighted in pink. Once TradingView catches up, you'll see we've got a buy signal here on Monday. Now, I have to take action here because I'm in, like the Aussie USD, I'm in an old sequence one and a sequence two here. Read all my notes there. I know it's messy, a lot of trades on. Sequence 1 at the moment is hedged. Sequence 2 is hedged. So what I'll probably do is just take a buy on each sequence. I could, like prices come down, sitting on the 240 LMA. I could close the last hedge sell, take a small loss because I've got a bit of profit to play with. I've got nearly $2,000 profit, but I'll just take the buy. So here we go. There's something, 18th of March, this buy trade. Where was that? That must have been in here. 18th of March. Where the hell was 18th of March? Yeah. So I took a buy trade here. It lost $43. So what I might do is sequence 1, I'll take a new buy. Sequence 2, I'll take a buy. That'll break the hedges on there, and I'll look at take a new sequence 3 buy trade also, because I'm already sort of committed to that. I've already taken a loss already, so I might take another buy there also. It's a pretty good signal. There's a big move down, some consolidation here. Now we've got a buy signal on Monday. MACD Platinum's a long way below the 0 level, so yeah, it's a high risk trade. I'll put a stop below the lows there, but yeah. So 1, 2, 3 buys on the New Zealand USD on Monday. USD Swiss franc. This is my pet hate pair. You all know it. You've seen my videos plenty of times. 3 sequences. 1, 2, 3. At the moment, they're all hedged. Good profit. $10,700 profit overall. This box here, you'll see it on the USD Japanese Yen too. The MACD Platinum's been above the 0 level all year. Long time. So from Christmas, basically, or start of the year, MACD Platinum above the 0 level. It's getting close to getting down through it. In the meantime, my last trade was this buy here. Just got to wait and see what happens. At the moment, we're setting up a potential sell. There's a grey vertical line because we've got a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level. Potential regular bearish divergence setting up, and see higher highs on price, lower highs on the MACD Platinum. If I get a sell signal here, depending on when I get it, I may look at closing this previous buyout. And even if it's a small loss, then I'll go to the downside, and we'll be looking to clear some, add to the profit, possibly, or just break the hedges so we go to the downside. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I don't like this pair at all, and if I'm ever finished with it, which I can't see me anytime soon, if I'm ever finished with it, then I'll just remove it from my watch list. USD Japanese Yen, another little tricky one, which I'm not too concerned about. Sequence 1 was an initial sell trade based on hidden divergence. Again, MACD Platinum's to remain above the 0 level. In the meantime, we've had a hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, third sell, third hedge buy, fourth sell up here, then a fourth hedge buy. So we're just adding, at the moment we're hedged. Again, like the USD Swiss franc, MACD Platinum is not following price. Price is going up, MACD Platinum's going down. So we're waiting on a new sell signal, and it's to break this hedge and go to the downside, and you'll find my overall break even will be in this area here. Now, if you've added a fib to this move up, you think it's going to come back into this level anyway. So I'm not concerned about it. It's been a big move. Look, it's a slow grind, this pair normally, then suddenly bang, we've got this move up. So that's where we're at with the charts. I'll bring that Word document up again so you can have a read of it. If you missed any of the lines or confused or whatever anything meant, you can read that, pause the video, read all of that. Like I said, all of my trades on the daily charts are called live at the time of entry in my Facebook group and Telegram channel, so everyone's more than welcome to join that. There's also a shared spreadsheet with the results. There's a link to that in the description of the video. And I also, every trade I take a screenshot, which also goes into a shared folder. They're all accessible through the Facebook group. There goes a grinding sound, like it's at the end of the video. But if you do want to contact me, just get in touch with me via email at admin@JAGfx.com. More than happy to answer any questions, etc. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I've got an engagement party to go down at Hoi An this afternoon. Looking forward to that. Beautiful weather here. A few cold beers and good company. And thanks again for watching the video. Enjoy. Cheers, guys.